I am Dr. Callie Friesen. I am Assistant Professor of Education, and I serve as the Department Chair for Literacy and Early Childhood Education. One of the things that we look for in yoga is called santosha. And santosha means contentment, and it means joy. And that is something that is accessible to everyone, and yet sometimes really hard to find. I came to yoga about 4 years ago. And one of the things that I loved about yoga was that I could do it. Asana is the word that we use for poses in yoga. And all of the asanas were comfortable for my body. And I felt good, and I felt strong, and I felt healthy. And then I started to notice that you breathe differently as part of yoga practice. Pranayama, or breath, is one of the limbs of yoga that's really important for grounding and focus and mental acuity. And there were so many things about the practice that were really starting to positively impact my life. For National Yoga Alliance, you have to have 200 hours of training. Before that, I did another training program that was designed by a woman named Brooke Boone, which is a faith-based yoga program. So I completed 200-hour certification in Holy Yoga. And then I thought, now I want to know the traditional yoga. So the last certification that I did was another 200 hours that prepared me for National Yoga Alliance. So I come now to BVU campus with 400 hours of teacher training. I learned so much, and I learned a lot about myself. Mostly I learned to have compassion for myself. We live in a world that is often very unkind to us, and sometimes we make it even worse by being so harsh on ourselves and so critical of ourselves. One of my focuses as a teacher is to really celebrate with my students the body that they bring with them, and to find our peace with that, and to be kind and to be compassionate to ourselves. Not just in yoga practice, but in every aspect of life. I'm really excited about different branches of yoga. Curvy Girl Yoga is really interesting because it is a whole practice that speaks to the capabilities of bodies that are curvy. And that's something that I can relate to. There is a branch of yoga called Yin, which is just a wonderful, wonderful way to sort of like decompress and de-stress at the end of the day. I'm very familiar with Hatha Yoga, a little bit of Shivananda. So I have a little bit of background in a whole bunch of different areas. What is this going to look like at the BVU campus? I did come up with a little name, Peace Joy Yoga. I hope it brings a peacefulness to those who are seeking it. I absolutely hope it brings joy. One of the things that I love about BVU is that it doesn't matter what we do. It doesn't have to be, hardcore research or deep academic exploration. We care about each other as a community. And I think just the fact that people have taken such an interest in this sort of hobby of mine is just another wonderful testimony of what a great community this is.